Well, after waiting for 2.5 days here in my cousin's ranch outside of Atlanta, waiting for that thunderstorm to pass, it is finally Friday. It is 6:30 in the morning, 45 degrees outside, and we're gonna head over to Amicalola State Park so that I can start the Appalachian Trail. So exciting and terrified at the same time. Well, hello there guys, good morning. Today is the day we're here in Amicalola Visitor Center, and this is the start of the approach trail to the Appalachian Trail. Today it is Friday, April 19th, 2021. So here we go. What is going on, guys? My name is Efrain Gonzalez. I'm a travel adventure vlogger. As you guys already know, I've done a few of the Camino de Santiago's, the Via Francigena, some of the 7 summits. I did the Inca Trail and the Lost City in Colombia. Today is the first day of the Appalachian Trail. Yes, actually, I'm not on the AT yet. This is the approach trail. We get to see the beautiful waterfall that's right behind me, and we have 175 steps that are strenuous, according to that sign. I got here at 8:30 this morning. I had my down jacket because it was in the 40s. It was extremely cold. But you know, as you start moving, you start warming up and all the layers start coming right off. I say goodbye to my cousin. Thank you, Jersey, for those 2.5 days that I stayed in your place. They were nerve-wracking, to say the least. After spending months planning for this trip, I just wanted to get here. And the day finally arrived. So today we're climbing over the falls. We're getting into Springer Mountains, and I still don't know if I'm gonna stay in the first shelter or if I'm gonna continue on like 2.5 miles, I think, to the next one. But you know, let's take it one step at a time, especially these stairs right here. Yes, one step at a time, please. So finally made it to the top of the stairs, and the waterfall is right there behind me. It was quite the climb. It is 9:30, so about an hour since I left the visitor center, but I've been taking my time. At the beginning, I did not see anybody, but then regular people coming here to the falls started showing up, and I just saw my first hiker that passed me by, and he's in front of me right now. By the way, now is a good time to talk about my weight, I guess. My base weight, that is my backpack with my sleeping system, the tent, clothes and all that stuff, is 13 pounds. Then 2 pounds of clothes that I'm wearing on me right now and 3 pounds of vlogging gear, and that is the DJI Pocket 2, which I'm holding in my hand right now. I have the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra phone, which I was planning to edit on that phone, but then I found out that Adobe Rush is not supported there yet, so I had to get an iPad Air with LumaFusion, which is what I'm gonna be using, and I just love it. The last piece of gear is the Insta360 One X2. That is a floating camera. What do you guys think about that point of view? It is not a drone. I do love to fly drones, and but it is illegal here on the AT, on the entire trail. I was actually trying to postpone my trips here in the US until the laws catch up with with the times, but since I can't fly international, then I decided to just give it a try and go for the AT. And today, as it happens, it is day one. Still can't believe it, man. It's warming up a little bit and just a little bit of wind, so it's gonna be a good day. I can feel it. So as of right now, I'm carrying about 17 pounds. Oh look, the sun just came out. Nice. 17 pounds worth of gear. That's not including water and food. I'm saving about max 10 pounds worth of that. Good morning, how are you? So yeah, 10 pounds worth of water and food. So I will stay below the 30 pound mark. I don't want to go above that. Feels good, you know. Day one, feeling strong. It is just a copy paste after this 100 and something times. If it was only that easy, right? So here we go. 7.25 miles to Springer Mountains. So I've only covered a mile. The first mile on the AT. And we got our first road crossing. So yeah, even though I'm planning to stay below the 10-pound mark for the water and food, right now I only have enough for a couple of days. I already made a reservation for the hostel for Sunday, so I'm gonna be camping 2 nights in a row, and that is Above the Cloud Hostel, I believe it is. I booked it yesterday, and I also got the permit for the Smoky Mountains. And what is this here in front of me? But the first water source where I can get some resupply. No need for that because both my water bottles are pretty much full, and this is the last one until almost at the end of today's trip. So should I go for it or not? I got 1.5 liters, so I think I should be good. It's not a hot day anyways. So I'm out in the woods, been climbing steadily for a while. Now I'm up here in a little plateau. I've seen a few, I guess, I don't know if they're day hikers, but they kind of look like through hikers, but it is day one. And just like on De Camino, on day one, we only say hi to each other. Maybe, I guess, once we get to the shelter, we start talking to each other. Very surreal, man. I've been watching YouTube videos of other hikers, and this is kind of like the environment that I was envisioning, but there's a huge difference between what you see there and when you're actually standing here. Just amazing. The trail is just a little bit muddy from like 2.5 days of non-stop raining and thunderstorms that swept through this area. I guess it's almost time already for that mid-morning snack. I brought a few snack bars, so when I see a little clearing, or maybe a campsite, I'm gonna stop, do a quick break. Can see the views through the trees already. Amazing views of all the mountains, the mountain range, with the clouds rolling by and the sun peeking right through it. Awesome. It's been quite the interesting walk, guys, walking through the woods. At one point there was mist covering the whole trail. I've seen already about 8 hikers already that passed me by, because you know I stopped to film everything along the way. And right now, check this out, I am only 3.5 miles away from Springer Mountain. Yes, and it's only 11:47. So let's continue on walking. Maybe by the time I get to Springer Mountain, I'll have lunch. Or maybe by the time I get to the first white blazer. But it's been quite an interesting walk for sure. I like it. Pretty quiet. You hear gusts of winds pass by every now and then. Not a single bird in the sky. So it's been pretty quiet, as I said. So yeah, already had snack. Doing good pace. I may actually continue on walking past the first shelter on the AT, go an extra 2 point something miles, so that tomorrow I can do about, I don't know, 15 I would say. So today will be around 10. And just taking it easy at the beginning because I don't want to push it too hard and injure myself. I got plenty of time. I got 6 months or even more. I mean, I quit my job at the beginning of this week. Monday was my last day, and today is Friday, and it is the first day on the Appalachian Trail. Appalachia Trail? I don't know, there's this whole debate, so I guess I'll say just the way the locals say it around here. Blue blazers, that's what I'm following right now, but up ahead is the first white one. So after walking for a little bit and coming across a few day hikers, you know, saying hi back and forward, I made it to the second water source, which I believe is all the way down there. But I've only drank about half a liter, and I have 2 or 1.5 now. So I'm gonna continue on. I wanna have lunch at the first shelter that's coming up ahead. I also passed my first gap, which I couldn't pronounce the name, that's why I didn't say it. But here it is. Very nice. Just made it to the first shelter on the AT. This one is Black Gap shelter right behind me. I'm about to have lunch right now because I'm just starving. I've only had a little snack along the way. And check this out. We got bare cables on this side over here. We got this table. And back there is the privy. It's all the way back there. There's also a water source, but it's pretty steep. You have to go all the way down and then make your way all the way up here. I'm gonna use the water that I have. I mean, I have about a 1.5 liters of water, and there's plenty of places to refill along the way. So let's have something to eat then. So this, I guess, will be a typical shelter along the way. This is where you can lay your stuff. I mean, this one probably fits about 6 or 7 people. Now with COVID, I'm thinking if I see a lot of people at the shelter, I'm just gonna set up my tent, probably like a little bit far away, and maybe come socialize a little bit and then head back to my tent. So I just had my lunch. It was delicious. I had the pasta. It was warm. I had to set my first fire with a canister that I bought at RAI the other day. There were 6 other hikers here. One of them was a through hiker that did it last year and is warming up this year to do the PCT. So I'm about 1.5 miles away from where the official start of the AT is, from Springer Mountain. And I'm gonna continue on walking an extra 2.5 miles because it is 1:30 in the afternoon right now. So if I make it there before 4 p.m., that should be good. So really quickly, let's use a gut hook in order to go over to the stage. This is where I am right now in Black Gap Shelter. There's a water source, as you can see here on the screen, a little bit away from us. This was the previous one. I started today all the way here at the bottom at the visitor center, made my way up past the waterfall, past this campsite. This was the first water place, the stream where I could get water for my bottled waters. And then there was nothing almost all the way up here to this shelter. There was the one here on the left, the one on the right. I'm almost at the AT, which starts over here in Springer Mountain Shelter. And as I mentioned before, I'm gonna continue on walking. Look at all these water places where I can get something to resupply. And then I'm going to this shelter over here, Stover Creek Shelter. That's the plan. It is 1:30 in the afternoon, so I should be there before 4 p.m. We'll see. So here we go. We got this guy walked the Via Francigena just like I did. Yes. This is his wife. He did the AT last year. He's done a few caminos in Spain.
Right.
So I think we're on the same wavelength here.
Yeah, and I plan to do the PCT this year.
Which I will be doing soon too.
Right.
Oh my God. What are the odds on day one?
Nice to meet you. I'm
Likewise.
sure you're going to do very well on the AT.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll meet again.
Of course, of course. Let me tell you something. This place needs no introduction. We are the first white blazer. This is the start of the Appalachian Trail. Yeah, baby. Oh my God, so what are the odds, man? On day one, on the approach, I get to meet a pilgrim that has done all the pilgrimage that I've done, including the Via Francigena, and he also did the Shikoku Hen Roll, which I plan to do right after the AT, and he did the AT last year, and he plans to do the PCT this year. So I mean, this guy and I, we're both on the same wavelength. He also has a YouTube channel, Free Walker, so I guess I'll be seeing him along the way, but he gave me a boost of confidence that like you wouldn't believe. I also got to see the first white blazer. I mean, that place needs no introduction. You've seen it a million times, but it just feels so surreal to see it in person. So I guess I'm already at the top of Springer Mountain. Let's see if I see the first shelter up ahead. I need to get some water and make my way down like 2.5 miles to the shelter where I'm gonna be staying. And look at this trail, all full of mud right now. So came across the first shelter. Actually, you had to like walk away, so I couldn't see it, and that is the Springer Mountain Shelter. And right not far from there is where you have the split between the Appalachian Trail and the Bento Mackay trail that I've seen also other YouTubers do. So maybe, who knows, one day I will go down this path as well. So if by the time you see this video I have already done it, I'll leave the link up here at the top. But it's gonna be a while before I do that one. So let's continue on. 2.5 miles that way. It's getting a little overcast and chilly. The temperature went up into like 60 degrees, I think. And the sun will come in and out every now and then. And now, I guess going downhill, it's all full of mud and water. I'm seeing other day hikers that come here just to get a picture there at the start of the Appalachian Trail, and now they're making their way back to the parking lot that's right up ahead. But look at all this water, man. Mount Katahdin, Maine, 2,191.1 miles north. I don't think I needed to be reminded of that. I think I'd rather just look at the Springer Mountain, 0.9 miles. This one looks a lot more doable. Here's a parking lot that I was telling you guys about. And now I'm gonna continue going down this way to get some water and to head to a camp. It is already 3:20. I was expecting to get there around 4, but I've been stopping and talking to a lot of people along the way, which is what I'm here for. So I'll probably get there before 5 p.m. As long as I get there before sunset, we're good. So I just realized that I made one of my first rookie mistakes. Not too bad. I just walked past that parking lot back there, and I forgot to throw away all my trash. Not that I have much, but I need to start developing the routine, and I guess I'm not gonna get another chance. Maybe for a day or two. I don't know, we'll see. But I'll guarantee you that the next time I come across a parking lot, I'm getting rid of that extra weight. Everything is so quiet and still right now. It's so eerie in a way. It's starting to get cold again. The great thing about this stretch is that it's a slight downhill walk all the way down to the shelter. Gotta get some water. I can't forget about that because I needed to make dinner tonight, and I guess for tomorrow. Need to make myself some tea. Mine, oh mine, how the vegetation has changed. I love this. I mean, I didn't want to start the AT too early because, you know, 1, the cold, the winter, and 2, everything looked dead. Kind of like the beginning of the video. But this, now we're talking. I'm almost at the shelter. Made it to pass by a few water sources, but there's a couple more ahead just before making it to the shelter. Still in Mud City, but I'm doing good. So just made it to the shelter around 5 o'clock, I believe it was. It's completely packed, full of people. They have their tent in all the good spots. So I went to the second floor on the shelter and I set up in one corner. I'm the only one up there right now. There's a few people down below. They started a fire. I guess they're gonna cook. And I'm now making my way back to get something, to get water, because I thought I was farther away from the shelter than I actually was when I made it to the stream. So, you know, now that I set up, I can make my way back slowly, get my water, make my dinner, because I need to edit this video. And I think I shot way too much for day one. So, you know, I'm probably gonna go to sleep like around 10 o'clock. So I have a good few hours to edit. So, you know, just developing the routine right now. By the way, I just heard my first yeehaw of the trip. So yeah. Temperature is falling fast, man, and so is the light. There's the shelter behind me right now. I just got my water. I'm heading back there so I can make myself something for dinner. Kind of like the same what I have for lunch. I know that it's kind of early, but I want to call it a day, you know, soon. I don't want the nightfall to catch me, especially since I have to edit so much. I'm gonna put my my food, my bag. They have like a box there for to keep it away from bears, and they also have the cable so I don't have to throw the line over the tree. So yes, I'm gonna settle in. I already have my my sleeping bag on the floor. I got everything spread out, so I'm gonna try to get everything done before sunset. And I want to take this moment also to thank all the subscribers, all the channel members, and all the trail angels that have donated so much for this trip to happen. So there's the gang, just a ton of people here. It's almost 6 o'clock already, temperature dropping. Guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. That was a successful day one, wouldn't you say?